Tony, why are you wearing a mask out here?
Oh.
What?
What's going on?
I
don't know. What are they doing?
Oh, okay.
Will this work? What do you guys think you're doing out here?
We're gonna clean up the yard.
But why?
Because I thought we were supposed to clean up the yard.
No,
You told us to get out here to 9981 Chapman's Cove and get everything ready for the show before you got here. That's what we're doing.
Well, I know, but this is a villa. A villa, you don't mow your yard and trim and mulch.
Great. I hate doing that anyway. And I can't get Betsy to start. I'm tired of this thing.
Well, get rid of it.
I'm gonna get a for sale sign, put it on here.
Okay.
Yeah. You wanna buy a
We didn't
lawnmower?
have to do all this.
No.
It's your fault.
I thought I was being
villa.
proactive.
Man, forget it.
Guys.
Yay!
Jelly beans. All right.
Okay, is everybody ready for today's show?
Yeah.
All right, let's begin.
Okay.
Welcome to Between the Studs. My name is Tony Reinke, and this is the Granite Ridge team. I thought what I'd do today is introduce everybody one more time so you get to know them just a little bit more. Over here, we've got Luke Hoffman, and his better half right here is Kayla Hoffman. We have J.R. Ford, who does a lot of sales for us. Elizabeth, if you're ever interested in a spec, Elizabeth Urschel would be the one to contact. We've got my best friend here, Joe DeGregory.
Thanks, T-Rock.
We've got Izzy Rodriguez and Tony Depker. Each week, what we'd like to do on this show is to spend a half an hour and talk to you a little bit about trends, features, new construction, things that might be pertinent to you and your living areas. So, what we'd like to do today is get started. And why are we here?
Well, we are here because last week's episode was so successful, touring one house, our parade of homes, and everyone loved it so much that we want to do that this week with this house.
And we've talked previously about villas and villa living. We had so much response, calls and emails. We thought we would start out with a villa.
Exactly, and let's define that word villa for just a moment. Sometimes people get villa mixed up with condominium. Villa means it's a standalone single-family home. You own the ground, and you pick the floor plan, you pick the colors, you pick the front facade, you pick everything. But the maintenance outside of the home, the yard, the bushes, the mulch, the snow removal, etc., is all handled by someone else for you. No more of that kind of work. No more trying to get that Betsy lawnmower started either. Man. Yep. So why don't we get this thing fired up, get a tour around here, and talk a little bit about the benefits of villas, and especially this home.
Izzy, are you going to buy his lawnmower? Did you really buy his lawnmower? It doesn't work. The lawnmower doesn't work. How would I buy it? Why would you want
I
his
promise you it
lawnmower?
works, man. I just promise you it works.
Fine.
Well, since we're responsible for starting this time, instead of starting the kitchen, let's go over here. This is my favorite ceiling in here.
I love this great room. Kayla, tell me a little bit about the trends and special things you did in this home.
Okay, well, we focused this house to be a little bit more of a modern design. We tried to branch out a little bit for Fort Wayne and really show what we're capable of with a contemporary design.
I love it. Now, it's contemporary, but yet if you put different furnishings in here, it's really a very transitional design as well.
It is. It can fit all styles. So what we really did was we played up a lot of the features of the house. Like I mentioned before, this ceiling in here is a painted metallic ceiling. So a very cost-effective way, maybe $400 to really dress up a plain flat ceiling.
And we call this ceiling scaping.
It is, exactly. Another room that we did some great ceiling scaping was the master bedroom.
What did you do on that?
We did applied moldings in a different kind of a pattern to really accentuate some different ways to do trim work. It's something that I can say nobody else has.
I love it. Another thing about these ceilings is the height. They're all flat, but they're quite a bit higher.
They are. They're all 10 foot, which makes the room seem so much more open, and it's a great way to go from room to room and really have a open concept.
Now, when it comes to the flooring, this is a tile. What type of tile, and what did you do that's unique?
This is a porcelain tile. It's a 12 by 24 rectangular style, so that's really popular now, going a little bit longer instead of the typical squares. And we also added an accent tile just to throw in some interest.
Very, very neat. It runs through the foyer, through the kitchen. Talk a little bit about what you did in the kitchen and what's popular.
Well, what we did there were painted maple cabinets, and we did a little bit more of a craftsman design. So it's simple, clean, and has some great black hardware, but probably my favorite feature in there is the metal backsplash.
It's beautiful. Now I noticed the countertops. You did something different on the island versus the perimeter of the kitchen.
We did. It's a different way to try and throw some design and not be all too simple, and really catches your eye a little bit. We've had some great reviews on it. We've even had people from the manufacturing company bring here just to this house to see the design that we did.
And that countertop is a quartz. So the island is quartz as well as the perimeter.
It is.
Another thing that we're designing a lot is an island like that, the double deep island.
Exactly. It provides for much more storage and great entertaining space.
Now, tell me a few more things. I know you did some special things in the bedrooms, in the den. What are some of the things you did?
Well, some of the things that I love has to do with some of the furnishings and the wall treatments. So we did a cork headboard in one of the spare bedrooms, and in the master bedroom, we did floating furniture. So really clean line, sophisticated, really did something different in there.
And then in the den, you did a very unique shelf. I would call it art.
It really is. We built that and painted it something a little bit darker to make it pop and bring some interest into that room, but it has a really cool geometric design to it, and we had a lot of fun with that.
The other neat thing about that room is what's really popular is the open dormer. So it's a soaring ceiling with a window up high. It's a lot of interest.
It is, and we played it up with a great light fixture, and we painted it darker up there to really bring your eye up and just to see how open it is in that room.
Well, it's definitely a beautiful home. I can't wait to see more.
Great.
Granite Ridge Builders has hundreds of floor plans to choose from, all of which you can custom design to accommodate your personal needs. But what if you have your own plan or ideas? That's okay. Our 3 professional on-site draftsmen are ready to take your ideas and turn them into a reality. Just give us a call or shoot us an email. We look forward to meeting with you to custom design your next dream home.
Kayla, when it comes to designing a villa home or any home in general, the master bath is so important. For villa buyers, we found a lot of them are coming from homes that maybe were built 30 or 40 years ago. And in those homes, a lot of times the master bath was overlooked and it was very, very small and tight. So what are some of the things you see requested?
Well, we're definitely gaining a little bit more space, but in a usable way. So instead of doing the garden tubs, we're doing walk-in showers that don't have doors, and that is a huge feature for cleaning and maintenance and everything like that.
Well, I have a shower like that and I love it. So the shower itself, we call it a 7x4 shower, so it's very, very large.
Mm-hmm. It is, and in this home we actually took it to the 10-foot ceiling, so it's nice and spacious, and it's a great inviting feeling.
Now, do you see a lot of people doing 1 shower head, 2 shower heads? What are they doing with these spaces?
Sometimes people do 2 shower heads, but if you want to save a couple $100, a way to do that is to do a nice large shower head that is still on a handheld. So it's very important for these walk-in showers to have a handheld shower head, especially for cleaning. It's so much easier. But if you don't want to have to worry about the extra plumbing for a second head, just get one large enough that it can transition from a regular shower head to a handheld whenever needed.
Another thing that's really important is the shower seat. So a place to sit, and then also some sort of shelf for your shampoo and all of those personal items.
Exactly. We can do corner shelves, recess shelves. We have bench seats, corner seats. We'll design all of that for you.
Now, the bathroom, what other things are important? I know we hear double sink vanity, but can you elaborate?
Well, double sink vanity is very important. Another thing to think about with that is if you want a more of a makeup counter or a drop-down area with an open knee hole, that's very important, especially in a villa lifestyle. And another popular feature now is a taller linen cabinet on top of the counter. So probably only 9-12 inches deep or so, maybe even have a drawer, but it's a great area to hide a little bit of extra stuff. Even put an outlet in it and hide your curling iron so it's right there up at a good level.
And we talked briefly about sinks. I've noticed a lot of people are going with different shaped sinks, square sinks.
They are, and especially in a more of a modern design like this home, we did do the square sinks, and they look wonderful. We have a laminate countertop to make it a little bit more economical, but you can really still dress that up with what you do with your sink.
And then when it comes to bathroom mirrors, what are you seeing there?
Mirrors are very important. Make sure they're of a good focal point, frame them, have a little design, and have a lot of fun with it.
I know one issue in a bathroom sometimes can be lighting. You're putting makeup on, and then you get out in natural light, and you don't look like what you looked like in the bathroom. Do we have a solution for that?
We do. What we've been starting to do, if your bathroom vanity is on an exterior wall, add a window. It makes a huge difference, and the type of light bulb and lighting that you use is very important.
So you could essentially have a window up high, so you don't really have to worry about window coverings either.
Exactly.
What a great idea.
You and I just turned 60. I'm kind of starting to like this villa cooking thing.
Well, you and I are getting to be gourmets because we have so much free time now.
Well, I heard you're starting to do some reductions in some of your cooking.
Exactly. My favorite grandmother's recipe is her spaghetti sauce. I work on that all the time.
Ooh, I heard you have one mean sauce. Oh, wait. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to be talking about kitchens and villas and what the trends we've seen. So, Joe, tell me what you've seen in kitchens.
The kitchens, of course, has always been a big focal point of the families, but the kitchens today seem to be a little bit more open with some visual separations between the rooms. For example, this is a big roomy kitchen. We can have family over there at the couch. We can still kibitz a little bit, have family over here at the big kitchen table, but yet they're out of my cooking zone.
Wow. Now, I heard you don't even go into the dining area anymore, do you?
Nope.
Because you're using what? The island?
We're using this island. And the girls alluded to the size of this island. They talked about it being double deep with 2 sets of base cabinets underneath there. How many people do you think we can get around here, Tony? 6, 7 people or something?
Absolutely. So this would be where you'd enjoy your coffee and even your dinners and lunches and things like that. That's awesome.
Exactly. My wife and I are empty nesters. We eat here, we drink our coffee here, and we hardly use the kitchen table anymore unless the kids come over.
I know you just got done redesigning something, appliances. You have a favorite, and you're talking to a lot more people about what kind of appliances that they enjoy. What are you seeing?
Sure. I'm a big fan of that induction cooktop. We talked a little bit about it at that Next Step home, but that induction cooktop cooks with a magnetic field. It responds faster than natural gas. Jackie and I are big fans of it. It's safer if the grandkids come by, and we just took a hot pan off of that. We're just big fans of the induction.
I heard your sauce on that's pretty good too. So if you want to know more about induction cooking, they can always call you, can't they?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great.
Then also, I heard in kitchen cabinets and designs. What are you seeing in ceilings and designs?
Exactly. The girls talked about this being a 10-foot ceiling in this kitchen. So you notice these upper cabinets are taller. Kind of reduces that void above there. Then you start to see our girls take these cabinets, go in and out with them a little bit, or up and down with them. Kind of takes that linear look out of the cabinets. Exactly. Gives it a little personality there.
Okay, I know you were talking to somebody yesterday on designing their house, and you talked a little bit about trimscaping. They said that you couldn't put crown molding in a kitchen. Is that true or not?
That's not true. I'd like to know who said that sentence, but you put a little trim in the kitchen here, it just gives it a lot of pop, gives it more height, a feel.
Yeah, that geometric illusion of being higher.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, now, before we leave, what we'd like to talk about is indoor air quality. People are not talking about it enough.
Not enough.
You came up with a Science Central demonstration for me to maybe explain what indoor air quality and how you've solved that envelope that we've made so tight.
Exactly. It's a big topic with us because, as you know, we're building our homes very tight and energy efficient. When that happens, a tendency is to keep moisture inside the home, whether we're bathing, talking, drinking, cooking, whatever. So what happens is, if this bottle was your home, and we built this home that tight, what happens to that water?
I don't know, if I'm showering, all that moisture doesn't leave, so that means you have a rainforest probably.
Exactly right. So how do we get that moisture out of there? So picture this as a pipe that comes into your home. Now we can evacuate that moisture out of there. We call it our Healthy House Fresh Air Exchanger. Now those are a lot of fancy words. I would love it if you wanted to know a little bit more. Call me up. I'll share a little time with you. We have a demonstration unit there in the office. We can talk about why we keep the house so healthy inside, how we do that. You know, we're not just worried about moisture, but also the off-gassing of products that are in your home.
You can get those out of the house faster.
Exactly. We're worried about everything, all the way from the insulation. That's why we don't use pink insulation. It has formaldehyde in it.
Makes sense.
Exactly. And the chemicals we use in our homes and just the odors that happen.
So basically what you've done for $1,000, and you put this, I believe, standard in every home Granite Ridge buys, right?
True.
Okay, and then you put a damper on that too.
Exactly.
So how often do you exchange the air in my house?
That exchanges about once a day, but it's going to be really kind of more dependent upon the size of the home, the amount of people that you have going on in that home, and the way we have our right hand meet the left hand is when we have our home Energy Star certified.
Yeah.
The homeowner gets a report, I get a report, and the HVAC guy gets a report. Now he knows exactly how that house is performing in that location with that orientation. He'll come back to the thermostat, program it, and tell the house how many times it's going to need to take a breath of fresh air to stay healthy inside.
That's why you want to talk to Joe about building. Hey,
Exactly.
you know what? We're done, but I
Cool.
think we can start getting back to cooking. Now, tell me about this recipe.
I'd love to.
Okay, so you use what in it? It's what kind of reduction are you putting
Well,
in it?
I'll tell you what I had to do, Tom.
Granite Ridge Builders, Northeast Indiana's #1 villa builder, is excited about all these opportunities we have for you as it relates to villas.
We have lots starting from $32,900 located southwest, northwest, and northeast.
We also have villas from the 160s right on up.
We have move-in ready villas starting at $199,900.
We'd also love to sit down with you and design that particular floor plan that's going to meet your needs.
Give us a call today or visit our website. We'd love to talk to you.
Hi, my name is Joe DeGregory. You see me on the Between the Studs show many times. I would like to meet you in person. I work an open house every Sunday from 1 to 4. A little bit about myself, if I may. I've been building homes for 27 years now, I'll bet. Anyway, I kind of call myself a building in the country specialist. Doesn't mean that's all I'll do with you, but if you're looking to build in the country on acreage, let me come out, walk that ground with you, give you a little bit of a builder's perspective about what we think. Maybe the house will be good there, the septic over here, well, length of stone driveway. We'll talk about all that, but don't think that's all I do. If you want to get your very first home, a nice little cute 3-bedroom ranch on a slab and an addition in a particular school system, be tickled to death to share that with you, help you pick out that lot, pick out that floor plan, and maybe let's tweak that thing a little bit so we get it just right for you. I'd love to work with you, love to meet you, and my phone number, you can always dial me directly, is 260 area code, and the rest of it is 710-5633. Sometimes a fun way to do that is 710-JOE-D. I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
So Luke, we've spent most of the show today out at 9981 Chapman's Cove, which is for sale here at 3099. But we do have a couple other homes that are in the community available and for sale right now.
Yeah, we have 3 other villas that are available immediately. Let's start with one. It's one of our more popular floor plans, the Sunwood.
So we've got a Sunwood available,
Yep.
just under 2,000 square foot home, listed at $269,900. You want to tell us about some of the features of that Sunwood?
Yeah, it's got a 2-piece baseboard. It measures about 7 inches. And then Tony talked about earlier about the crown. That has crown throughout the kitchen and the great room, and it's a 3-piece built-up crown. It really gives that house a lot of dimension.
Some beautiful trimscaping.
Yeah.
Every home we're going to talk about has got at least a 3-car garage, correct?
Yep, that's perfect for the villa. A lot of people have those classic cars. It's got more than enough room for their cars and that classic
Gotcha.
car.
So we've got our Sunwood available. What other homes available in our area right now?
We also have a Baywood, and I want to go back to both the Baywood and the Sunwood. Those both have beautiful views of a pond. There's 2 ponds out here, one on each side of the road. That this whole subdivision, you don't back up to any neighbors. That's one of the huge pluses that I love about this neighborhood back here.
And lot pricing right now in this community starts in the low 40s into the mid 40s, so it's a very affordable community. We've also got a spec that's available right now for under 200, so you can enjoy this great villa lifestyle for less than 200,000.
Yeah, absolutely, and that also has a 3rd-car garage on it. And for those lots that don't have the pond view, they have a nice natural wooded view. And lots are going quick in here, so we're building, I think, 5 right now that are under construction. So if you haven't been through Harbors, you really need to get out here and drive through.
So Luke, there's also another home that's available right here down the street. It's one of our Sunwood 2 floor plans. It's got some really great features like a partial unfinished basement and an amazing outdoor living area that we're going to talk about later on in the show.
Yeah.
What are some of the features of that Sunwood 2?
It backs up to the 17-acre Douglas Lake. It's got
Beautiful.
quartz countertops inside the house. It really is. It's got laminate floor all the way through the great room in the kitchen. It's got that sun room off to the one side that has a great view of that lake that I mentioned. It's just a really beautiful home.
So what are some of the reasons that people are looking to move into those villa communities that are available right now?
Well, you know, like we showed at the opening, it's really the time that it takes to maintain a house. You know, and villas aren't just for people that are a little older. You know, at one point, Kayla and I thought about maybe moving to a villa because we have 2 kids and they're getting close to the age where they're going to be in sports, and it's hard enough now to, you know, take that half hour to mow. Life is just moving so fast. So not necessarily just for, you know, the people that are a little bit further in age. It could be all ranges of ages. And that's what we have out here in Harbors. We have people as young as 30 on up. So then also Harbors, tell people where Harbors is in case they're not sure.
So Harbors is located off of Wheelock Road, just 5 minutes from the Chapel Ridge Shopping Plaza, an easy commute to shopping. We've got restaurants available in the area, so a lot to do for those villa lifestyle.
Yeah, really close to 469. You can get on 469 within 5 minutes. For those people, we sell a lot of villas to people that also own lake cottages. So this is a great location to get up to those lake places in 40, 45 minutes. Really easy. They can spend weeks up at the lake and not have to worry about anything at the villa because it's all taken care of for them.
Wonderful.
You know, Izzy, one of the big things about villa living is also outdoor living.
Absolutely. Outdoor living is one of the things that's most popular and most sought after from a villa buyers. They want to be able to have a beautiful view, you know, some nature surroundings, whether that's a lake, a pond, or wooded area.
And here at Harbor Villas, every single one of our lots backs up to either a lake, a pond, or a wooded view. So we're putting in larger windows, aren't we?
Absolutely. Windows are a very big factor for a villa buyer. Because of those ideas, we see a lot of transoms. Again, having 9 and 10 foot ceilings in a lot of our villas, they're going higher to let more light in, but also to accentuate those views, as well as making your windows be a little bit taller and closer to the ground even. So again, if you've got a lake view, you can actually look down upon the lake and accentuate that view.
And here at the model home that we're in right now, this home was designed around the views.
Yes.
So we have a big picture window in the master bedroom with the wooded view, and also we put the sliding glass door to the patio kind of off the side of the nook so that you have a beautiful view down that 17-acre lake.
It's a perfect example of knowing what your views are and accentuating them. With this slider door, you get to see the entire lake, and that's a view that you can't miss. It's beautiful.
Another extremely important part is in villa living is a lot of people are doing more sunrooms.
Yes. Again, we call it transitional living, where you're going from the inside and into the outside. And so we see that sunroom. It can be sealed off, again, with Indiana not having the most extended period of warm weather. Sometimes we'll have a closed off sunroom. And we also have the sunrooms where it's open to the outside and the screen can come down or be drawn back up. So whatever your surroundings are, or whatever the temperature is outside, can determine how you're using your sunroom.
The interesting thing that I've been seeing a lot more lately is stamped concrete.
Yes.
And in this home itself, we actually have 2-tiered outdoor living. We have a cobblestone stamped concrete. We also have some different wood plank looking stamped concrete at another home.
Very impressive.
We're seeing stamped concrete everywhere, aren't we?
It's probably one of our #1 requests right now is for that stamped concrete, just to make it accentuate that patio, make it look out of the ordinary, and accentuate what you got going on with your outdoor living.
When it comes to villa living, it's all about lifestyle. And you're not spending all your time outdoors anymore, so you actually have more time to enjoy the outdoor living, including this 17-acre lake that we have here. Now, I've noticed that there's a little bit over 5 miles of walking path around here.
Absolutely. It's walking path, jogging path, biking path, all of it's available, and it's another one of the big draws to Harbor Villas of Chapman's Bridge.
They also have, for a fee, of course, but they can get accepted into the Foxwood Pool Association. So you have your walking paths, you have your pool, you have your lake, you have beautiful views all the way around you. If you'd like any more information about all the information here on Harbor Villas, please contact us at graniteridgebuilders.com or come out and visit us at our model home on Sundays from 1 until 4, or just call Izzy or myself, Tony, and we'll be more than happy to help you out.
That smells delicious. Make
Try some of these.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody for tuning in today and taking this tour of this beautiful villa out here at Harbor Villas of Chapman's Bridge. And hopefully you guys learned a thing or two.
Come visit us at this home, 9981 Chapman's Cove, or visit our website, graniteridgebuilders.com. There's more information about this home and others. We have about 12 villa homes that are available.
And as you've noticed, Granite Ridge is blessed with a lot of talent. These two little girls right here are excellent decorators. If you'd like to know a little bit more about decorating, always feel free to call these girls. Luke is a great site supervisor. If you'd like someone to look at your lot or talk about the topography of what you've got going on or where you want to live, Luke's your man. Of course, we have a stellar sales team here. We got JR, we have Tony Depker, and of course Izzy Rodriguez, our main man there. We got the old man T-Rock, and of course you're stuck with me. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, visit our website, give us a call, or better yet, just come on in the front door. We'd like to meet you and discuss your thoughts and ideas. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing your time. Bye.
Okay, guys, now that you don't have to do anything outside, what are you going to do?
Our time. What?
I'd like to hit the links, JR. What are you thinking?
I'm going for a walk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go with you.
How was your game this year? Okay. I wonder whose girls' clubs those were.
You gotta get the Depker's mask or else it's gonna be really weird. Somebody's gonna
We'll wait.
You look like he just escaped the hospital.
Just had plastic surgery. He's just kind of keeping himself clean.
Jelly beans. Mine. You make your when we're ready.
Oh, I thought we were.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait.
Pretend like I'm replacing a light.
Oh.
Yeah. So, ready?
And
Ready.
My name's Tony Ranke, and this is...
Maybe this time we'll have bloopers.
My name is Tony Ranke, and this is the Granite Ridge team. I thought what I'd do today is...
What?
I said,
Nope, nobody lifted.
I was getting the thing on my
I didn't even redo that anyhow because JR
was like, wait.